All right, guys, let's see how low these stocks can go. I can't wait to do some discount shopping. There are some high quality names that I think will be huge long-term winners, like Palantir, for example, is now at $22 a share. If this went under $20 especially, I'll be loading the boat, just so you guys know. Okay, this is one I believe that could be like another Nvidia one day, and I'm going to hang around and let that story play out, okay? So Palantir is one on the top of my list, okay? Even though it may be overvalued right now, I know they're going to grow into that. Their cash flows are strong. They have what they need. Okay, they've been profitable 5 straight quarters. They're going to get added to the S&P eventually. So Palantir's at the top of my list. Also, UiPath is not getting a lot of love right now. But remember, sometimes you got to hang around in a stock until the herd comes back. You can't let, the stock going down a little or going sideways frustrate you and get you out of it. You got to wait. And the reason I like UiPath too is because of Europe actually cutting rates most likely in June. They have a lot of exposure to Europe, so they could benefit there. I'm also going to be looking at other European small cap stocks, okay? Obviously, UiPath is more of a mid to big cap, okay? But that's another one I like. Again, you got to be patient. Again, this is if you're holding long term, okay? Palantir, UiPath, Nvidia in the 800s, I think will still be a good buy. There might be not a lot of upside in the short run because of how high it's gone, but this is still the best company in the world, and I believe it will have the highest market cap eventually, okay? Apple looks to be forming a base too. That's a pretty safe play. You've heard me talk about Google, okay? Amazon just hit all-time highs. Again, I recommended these a long time ago. Now that they're back at all-time highs, there's not as much upside now, okay, obviously. But like I said, keep your eyes on the ball with the big picture with the small cap stocks. Tom Lee still believes that the small caps, the Russell 2000 can go up 50%, okay? Just because this inflation report was bad, he says April and May. Okay, if that comes in lighter, with CPI, that's going to help out, obviously, change the narrative again. And the big one is April 26 PCE inflation, guys. This one is one that the Fed looks at closely, and this is a little bit easier than the CPI report to beat expectations because CPI, remember, 33% of that is shelter costs, and we know that's remained high. PCE is not nearly that high. Okay, it's more equal weightings, among. So anyways, that's the next report to watch. If that comes in lighter than expected after PPI came in lighter than expected month over month, okay, then that's going to change the narrative again. That's why just keep your eyes on the big picture. We're going to get there eventually with an interest rate cut, whether it gets pushed to July, September, it doesn't matter. I'll be looking to buy the dip in these high quality names. For right now, it's going to be the big cap names because remember, they don't have to rely on raising cash and interest rates don't affect them as much as the small cap stocks, right? Because they have to raise capital usually or dilute shareholders to raise capital. So for right now, while the narrative is higher interest rates for longer, I'm going to stick to the big cap names like I just mentioned, Palantir, UiPath, Nvidia. Okay, and then once we see some weak data, I'll be adding more heavily to the small cap AI stocks like Upstart, like Lemonade, the ones I've been talking about. Have a good day, guys.